everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Fold Eagles going up against Keenum's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, looking for a seam but finding none. And on 2nd and 10 now. Defense showing blitz. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, can't. Chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
No, check. Patriot! Gone! Nice gun! 319!
They go with Murray again. He's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Detroit, let's go.
Keenum going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every pass.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On second down, here's Wentz. Ojai hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
81, 81.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now Wentz on third down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Xavier.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Palmer's Cardinals.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Ready for football in Arizona as Phil Dawson boots it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 17-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So second and 10 here. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Ten yards to go on third. Out of the gun, Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald from 21 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Here comes Arizona's offense back onto the field. Earlier we were talking about the quarterback position. A big decision coming up on that spot. But, you know, Cardinal fans and fantasy football owners, I guess, so disappointed when David Johnson went down in the opener with a fractured wrist, wound up missing the season. That kind of got overlooked in 2017.
It certainly did, and it was the first big domino in why the Cardinals didn't really make a run at the playoffs this year, because of David Johnson's ability to run it and catch it and initiate all the offense that the Cardinals wanted to run. The defense still held up. Calais Campbell went to Jacksonville. The defense was still 6th in the league. But offensively, we're not nearly the same team.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Joey Bosa coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Here's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. second down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On first down, it's Palmer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On second down, Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Second and 10 now. It's Palmer. Caught right side. Gresham. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now Palmer on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Palmer. It's complete to Jerron Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. This one complete to Gresham. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham, 38 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right near the 39. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A second down throw for Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping around.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports.